So now that we have finished our model, we're going to create a floor with a polygon plane underneath. As we showed before with the square that we started to make the model, we can also change in the plane by touching it. Many other options, such as the subdivision width and height, we can click these two and drag the center button of the mouse right and left to change those numbers. We can right click, select vertex, start changing certain parts, press 3, certain parts of the floor to adapt it better and to create a more interesting landscape. There's another way of actually selecting with a gradient, which is called a soft selection for vertex. We can double click here in the selection tool and click on soft selected, and when we click on one of the vertex, it creates a radius of a gradient selection according to the colors that we have placed here in the soft select. We can change the file of radius, and what we're going to do through the soft selection is actually move differently the different quantity depending on the color of the gradient. So it would be like 5, 4, 3, and 0. So it makes it very convenient to do this type of landscapes that we are trying to pursue. As you can see, another thing I didn't mention, let's click again soft select to get rid of the soft selection. Another thing that I didn't mention is that we can actually have a zoom selection in a very easy way. If we, for example, select a face and we press F, it goes automatically and zooms selects to that specific item. Also, we can press G to repeat a command. Let's say we, for example, go to edit mesh and merge to center these two vertices that I have selected. It will immediately merge them into one in the center. We can just select some other ones and press G, and it will do it very quickly. Let's see. Another thing we're going to show is a little bit of basic deformers that come within the animation tools. They're also in the shortcut here. If you go actually to deformation, we can select an object. We can copy it, by the way. It's by pressing Ctrl D. Immediately creates a copy in the exact same position as the object that we want to copy. For example, if we want to make another piece here, smaller piece of a mushroom, and we want to deform it so it doesn't look exactly the same, we have also this, let's make it smaller. We have also these other options to deform it, not only going vertex by vertex. We can just try a couple of them, and I encourage you guys to go one by one and test them, because they're all very interesting to perform. For example, if we press to lattice, as you can imagine, it's going to create a box, and we can select the boss, right click, select lattice points, and we're going to be able to change the points within a bounding box that's gathering the object. So that will be a very easy way to change. If I Control C and I go to the second one or the third one, non-linear band, it comes this line that defines in a way the degree of deformation that we can achieve. In order to see the deformation point, we have to click here in Show Manipulator Tool. It shows these points immediately if we press 4. can now select these points and start playing around with different deformation criteria. In order to make it effective, the normal thing is, since it's reads the history, it's good actually to select it and go to the edit and delete by type and history. So it deletes that deformation, and it has been achieved. It has kind of settled that deformation. Another very easy way to deform is deforming nonlinear flare, for example. You can start selecting the points. As you can see, if we press 5 again, we are pretty much deforming depending on variables. It has to do with two different scales in the top and in the bottom. Another very easy way, let's go Control C, change size, for example, twist. You can actually, let's do it to this other one. Let's press twist, for example, and start rotating to see. As you can see, there are very straightforward transformations that I encourage you guys to do, to use them and see what are the potentials of them, or we will talk in class again about each of them in particular. So I'm going to copy several of them and make slight deformations to have a number of mushrooms in the scene.